Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. All right. No warning as to when I was going to go live today. We, Wednesdays have lightened up a little bit. No, it's Tuesday. Tuesdays have lightened up a little bit because we don't have track now. But I still need to go live early due to gymnastics and then another appointment that I had to make for myself tonight, and all of the things. So as you hop on, talk to me in the comment section, let me know you're with me, and all of the things are going to share this into the Bling Boutique really quickly. It is Talk About It Tuesday. Maybe I'm catching you on a lunch break. Maybe I'm catching you on your afternoon break. Maybe it's still morning where you are. I don't know. Hey, Callie, thanks for hopping on with me on the YouTubes. All right, Talk About It Tuesday is where people pop in questions that they would love for me to answer, and all the things about Park Lane, about the business, all of the things, and you can be nosy. I'm just going to pop on over to the Bling Boutique, where I know there's questions in the comments here. Oh, I should have grabbed that Sunny Days earrings and the brooch so you can see it. I only have 2 questions and Talk About It Tuesday. All right, if you're live with me and if you have a question for me, pop it in the comment section. Let me know. I'm gonna go right over yonder and grab those Sunday. I don't know if it's still available. I'm gonna grab them anyways, just in case they are. All right. All right, friends. It is Tuesday. It's a random hour during the day, and I have a couple people that are live with me, which is just absolutely fantastic. We are busy setting up for garage sales. So our neighborhood is having like our neighborhood garage sales, and we always typically participate in them. And I, you know, we were not able to do a garage sale in the fall for some reason. Oh, I know, because I was in Dublin. We always have it twice a year, spring, summer, fall, winter. Sometimes a lot of people in the neighborhood come along with it. And it's really good. And like, not a lot of people do garage sales anymore, I've noticed. But my mom and I have a system where it's usually pretty slick. Like, it's not a lot of people like don't do garage sales because they're a lot of work. Put it in the comment section. Is that why you don't do garage sales, or you just would rather just give it all away and donate it? I do donate about like half of whatever doesn't go. I do just push it out, and we just make a huge giant donation. But at least it makes us pull things together, getting halfway out the door, right? So anyways, but we have a good system of when we put things away, like when we're like, okay, yeah, we'll try this one more time. And so yeah, it makes it slick, and we're so used to setting up my garage, and honestly, my husband kind of likes it because it's the time of year where his garage gets swept out. So, all right, friends. Okay, sunny days. I don't know if it's still available or not. I'm just going to show this to you guys. And I even forgot the price point on it. Let me scroll up. All right. The earrings are $20 with any purchase. These are actually really lightweight. So if these are your jam, how you get them is you put an item into your cart and you go view your cart, and at the top they'll have like deals of the day. I think there's also like a section if you push on jewelry, depending on what device you're on. And I think there is a section for deal of the day on there. But these are the sunny day earrings, and they are like a brushed vintage gold. They're that long, and they're now stuck. Okay, there. They're going to be stuck on my hoops. But they're pretty lightweight, you guys. So there you go. Those are the earrings. And then we have a brooch that may or may not still be available, but I'm going to show you anyways. I didn't check. So I'm just going to show you guys. This is the brooch. And brooches are really in these days. And there is not a necklace. You know, the other brooch that sold within 2 hours last weekend, I can't remember what weekend it was. It had a little hook where you could put a necklace through. This one doesn't, but you still can put a necklace through that and just make sure this is closed up. So this is that Sunny Days brooch that's available. And brooches are really in. Like we see so many people putting them on like hats for decoration and also decoration. Is that the right word? No, that's not the right word to describe that. But we see a lot of like I almost want to say flair put on like hats and bags and things like that for like fun little pins like this. When I styled it, I had this like kind of this one dress that is like super cinched on one side and not on the other shoulder. And so I just kind of put it right there. I also was going to style it on a one strap dress, a one shoulder dress. And so that's a fun way to style it. You can definitely put these on bags these days. Like um I don't have a bag worthy of putting holes in right now. Like that's part of the reason why I haven't styled a brooch on a bag yet, simply because I don't have the bag for it. But that is the brooch that is available for limited edition until they sell out. So, all right, let's get to some Talk About It Tuesdays questions. And you know what? I'm going to move my camera over because I see somebody asked me a question and I'm going to be able to see the question earlier or easier. So bear with me. Bear with me. You're going sideways. You're going sideways. There we are. Hey, everybody. Okay, let's answer your question first, Callie. Where do you find your music mashup for your reels that you make? The music is always so fun. That's a great question. Oh, there we go. All right. That is a really good question. You know, when I go on all my music I pick from Instagram in particular, and I always I try to find the trending music, but you know, it's a smart algorithm. So like once you like some certain kind of musics and things like musics, oh my goodness, am I proper today or what? Once you find some music that you like and you start hearting those, you know, more of that stuff is going to show up in your feed. And so I think that's what's happening. But there are certain DJs, I guess they are, that I follow that create some really cool jams that I'm like, I like that. I like that. And I save them and things like that. So I have a lot of music saves. I'm super picky when it comes to the music that I use on my reels. But trending is always really good, although because if I pick a trending piece of music, it'll show up on other people's For You page or, you know, their random scrolling, which is always really good. So yeah. By the way, speaking of which, I'm going to do a little shout out to myself. If you are on TikTok, my friends, can you do me a solid and go and follow my TikTok profile? I just noticed that I'm like 100 people shy of hitting 1,000 people that follow me on TikTok. And here's the only reason why I'm mentioning this, because once you hit 1,000 people that follow you on TikTok, you can then actually post, I can post my link tree. I can actually post a link people can click on and take them off of the TikTok to go to somewhere else. And they would be able to look at my stuff a little bit easier, the jewelry that I show and all the things. So if you are on the TikTok, I know. I'm so proper. Go follow Seisha's Bling Boutique. So yeah, so it's the same handle as my Instagram, Seisha's Bling Boutique, as it is my group. Okay. So find me on the TikTok, share it with some friends. Help me get up to 1,000 people on there. That would be so absolutely wonderful. That way I can start actually posting a link. And I think once you have 1,000 people that follow you on TikTok, you can actually go live on there. And that's another feature that I would love to try out and go live and do like a jewelry party on TikTok. That would be so fun. Or just show off, just do a jewelry showcase showing for like 10 minutes. That would be so incredibly fun. But I can't do that until I have that many followers on that platform. So would you do me a solid, please? Put a note to yourself if you're like, yeah, as soon as I get off that, I'm going to pop over to my TikTok. Make sure you are following me and then share me with some other people. So share my TikTok with people that you know would love to see my reels and all the stuff. Okay. All right. Okay, Kelly. Oh, thank you for the compliment. She says, cool, you do a good job. All right, let's look at the other Talk About It Tuesday questions. Jessica wants to know what's my favorite piece in the new summer capsule. Okay. Well, I mean, I have worn these hoops like very often. I gravitate to these, but I am a statement hoop girl. So I'm getting close to the camera here. Focus on the earrings, not my face. These are just fantastic. They're so lightweight. I wear these often, often. And I just love that how like the color in the stone is very kind of neutral. So it really does go with things. I just happen to have like a pink tank top that does match it like perfectly. But I wore these with like a fuchsia dress the other day. And yeah, they're just so fun. But I love this colada necklace as well. I almost wore, see, I'm telling you all my favorites. I almost wore the Lotus today, except with the way my tank top is, like it's just a razorback tank. This is my style, you guys. I go for super basic tops and then I just add the jewelry and then that dresses it up. I still have shorts on. I still will put my metallic flip-flops on. I still have an arm party on. So I'm half sporty, but I have my bling on, which dresses me up a little bit. But this Lotus necklace, I love this Lotus necklace. It is so absolutely fantastic. This is the top one. I mean, but Wanderlust, you guys, I actually sold several of the Wanderlust necklaces just recently. So this butterfly trend is so hot right now. But for the price point, for half price, I mean, the Lotus necklace, the one that has that iridescent and the solid opaque white and then the iridescent like pearly shimmer on the other side. It is so pretty, you guys. So pretty. But I love me the bubble gum, obviously. And then the Razzle bracelets. I have been having super fun. I have been having a lot of fun like styling these Razzle bracelets with other things too. So I'm going to do more of those stylings later of these bracelets in particular because they're so fun. And listen, I put it right next to my watch along with a Bless bracelet because why not? Okay. And then the breeze, I love it all. That's the problem. I really love it all. Taylor knocked this capsule out of the park when she made this capsule. Seriously, like every single piece is so hard for me to choose. So hard for me to choose what's my favorite piece. Okay. Nancy wants to know what's the best way to find vendor shows. That is a really great question. Word of mouth is always awesome. You guys, seriously, word of mouth. And also you will find vendor shows like if you go on like your local Facebook garage sale sites, sometimes you'll see people advertising for their vendor events. And it's always good to keep your eye open for those because even if they're full for this season or this event, they might have an upcoming event that they have openings for. And like I'm pretty picky about my vendor events, but like also just following your local things that are happening. I discovered a vendor event this holiday season simply because some of my friends were interested in going to a vendor event at this winery that is literally like 4 miles up the road from me. And I was like, for one, I didn't know the winery existed. And because it's kind of off the hidden beaten path and over by some farms, I had no idea it was over there. And then two, I didn't know they had hosted lots of different vendor events. And so I just reached out and they happened to have room for me, which was amazing. And the cost to sign up was fairly low actually, for a last minute sign up. I was super stoked. And then now I'm on their list. So, and so I can reach out to them if I ever want to increase some more vendor events and say, hey, because they do vendor events, they do like different events all the time out on their patio area and all the things too. So finding venues like that that are open to that, that is always really fun. Also, other ways too that I love to expand my business is, and I'm saying this partially because maybe these people are watching me right now, is finding our local boutiques. One of the vendor events I did in April, on the other side of the room was a closed setup of this really awesome boutique. And she came over and grabbed my business card. And I said, I've been in your boutique before. It would be super fun to collaborate and do some kind of fashion show some night, featuring your pieces and my jewelry. And then we can collab. And she goes, that's exactly why I came and grabbed your card. So those are always super fun. And sometimes collabing with a boutique like that is better than competing with 50 other vendors at a vendor event. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that you just got to do your research, but also finding your local events that are happening on the Facebook, because normally if there's a local event happening, they're always going to advertise on the Facebook. So start searching for that too. Looking for your local events. So anybody have any other questions? 4 people are watching me. Yay! And talk about it Tuesday. Let me know in the comment section. I'll give you a little bit of time. I was going to tell you that everybody loved my snake story from Melvin yesterday. If you missed my snake story, you have to go watch the very beginning of my live yesterday and comment on it, because that way you're in the drawing for the week, whatever random day my smart speaker picks. But my husband continued to laugh at me throughout the day, and that's okay. That's okay. I was laughing at myself. I told my mother about it. She was laughing at myself. And then today I was watching Melvin out in the yard, you guys, and he was right up next to our fence line, and it looked like he was trying to play with a snake. So there you go. Wouldn't put it past him, but it was a bungee cord. It was a bungee cord. So fun. All right. Nobody's popped any questions in the comment section. I know that's kind of why I started just rambling on about stuff. But you guys, this limited edition Sunny Days capsule is going to go fast, especially at all of the price points. So if you've been watching my lives, if you've seen all the jewelry and you're like, oh, I think I really want those breeze earrings, or the cute, super cute sandy studs, you know, things like this. If you want any of this stuff, you guys, you got to go grab it now before it's gone, because it will disappear, especially when we get close to Wednesdays, because everybody is pushing their orders through on Wednesdays. Oh, and I did want to give you a quick update before my kids get home. I have unofficially earned my trip for 2 to Cancun. I just submitted a recruit today, and also along with that, I hit another level for our trip, where if you recruit 8 people during the trip earning period, you get to go on this special excursion. I did earn that as well. It's not official because like it takes like 24 hours for my tracker to update, and then they have to toss in the triple points in there and all the things. So, but yes, so Thursday I should see all the official numbers. But I am super stoked, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have placed orders with me throughout January until this week. You guys have all helped me hit those numbers, even if you purchased on a stash sale or any of those things. Seriously, I am so grateful, so grateful. And yes, we're going to tell our children and tell them that they're going to be going to Cancun with us next. I don't know when it's going to be, if February or March. I have no idea exactly what month it's going to be, but I'm super stoked. And I am so incredibly excited to bring my kids along on a trip like this to an all-inclusive place with Park Lane, with our Park Lane family, because I know like everybody's going to love them, and my kids are just going to be over the moon excited to actually go on a trip with us. So like that. So anyways, just thought I would share, but it's unofficial yet. Waiting for all the numbers to populate where they need to populate. And then some official announcements will come in the next couple days. Yay! So thank you, everybody. Oh, I'm so incredibly grateful to be able to do this for my family. And yeah, have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. We'll style something special, either bracelets or earrings. I haven't decided yet. So see you later.